In today's video, we will be taking a look at a new to me brand, at least, which is this here Wera 4-piece self-setting spanner set. I think that W you're supposed to pronounce with a V sound. It's a W, so I'm pronouncing it with a W. Knipex, another German company. I'll give you the K because the K is there, and I think it's dumb that we put that K in our language. So if you want to call it Knipex, that's fine. But Wera, I'm calling you Wera. I'm speaking English. So if I put the V sound in there, I'm going to feel like one of those anchors on television news that all of a sudden develop a Spanish accent when they're saying Spanish words and Spanish names on television. That went way off topic. All right, so we're getting back to this. So yeah, as far as I can tell, this is just kind of a new take on adjustable wrenches. Again, Wera, German company, German name. They seem to have their stuff together. They call these the Jokers. What's so funny about that? But yeah, that's what they call them. So yeah, got the package. This is one of those deals where I'm just going to raw dog it, open it up on live on camera, and kind of give you my free ball assessment of it and what I think. And we could try it out on some stuff. I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get into it. Well, all right, this is it here in the package here. Designation for this here little kit is 6004 Joker 4. Joker. I don't know why they call maybe Joker something in German that means different than the guy from the better Batman movie. Yeah, I got a little sleeve on it. We got the Wera branding up here on the top. Be a tool rebel. Relax, Wera. It's just a spanner set. On the back here, we got the kind of marketing wank, yada yadas. And down here, we have it is made in the Czech Republic. What's going on, Germany? I don't even think you guys owned that one during World War II. I'm pretty sure Czech is Slavic, which would mean it came from Russia. It's right next to Poland and Germany. I guess it's a toss-up. Maybe they split it in half. But yeah, let's get it out of the package. All right, well, I guess we should start off by slicing the sleeve here. We'll do a micro tool review. I just picked up this here Kershaw. Very nice, very, very nice. It's got a nice, very sharp blade. Some scales there. The little orange exit in there. It's ambidextrous. You put the clip on either side. Ball bearing hinge. I like it. It's very nice. It's a weekend knife. If I took this to work, I might as well just throw it in the trash because that's what it would be worth. But yeah, for a weekender, it's good. Enough talking. Let's start cutting. All right. Get rid of that. Flip that guy open there. Look at that. We get stickers. We get a catalog. No, it just kind of describes the tool. Different languages and yada yadas. And what's in here? I feel like I'm going to be missing something if I don't pull this out. Give me a second. No, there's nothing in there. All right, taking a look at the case. Oh, they give you a little strip of Velcro so you could do the Velcro thing and stick that to something and then stick this to the thing. Isn't that cute? Cute. Speaking of the case, I like it. I mean, no doubt as to what's inside of the thing. Nice branding on the thing. Nice pipe stitching on the edge. This is a very nice case for a case that you would get with a tool that normally, usually the cases they give you are junk. Very strong Velcro there. There you go. All right, well, aside from a little sticker there's not really too much going on as far as inside the case goes. I do like that they give you a little flap, so when it is closed, if you hold it upside down, the wrenches don't fall out of the top. I'm sure I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I mean, basically, from what I can tell, these guys are more or less just a kind of a new take on adjustable wrenches with the old, let me grab a set. This style. These are old junky ones that I just keep in the house. But yeah, I mean, this style thing. But problem is, of course, there's less with this mechanism that we got going on here. There's less adjustment in them, so you kind of have to have more. Speaking of the sizes on here, we go from, I got it written down because it's kind of hard to see on there. We go from 7 to 10. millimeters, 1/4 to 3/8 on the smallest one, 3 to 10, half to 7. Oh, wow. Yeah, 7/16 to ½ inch on the medium or mid-size one, 16 to 13, 5/8 to ½ inch on this guy right here, 19 or 16 to 19, and 5/8 to 3/4 on the biggest one. As far as sizes go on the Wera set or this line of wrenches for Wera, this would be considered an extra small, small, medium, and a large. There are 2 more. They have an extra large, which I didn't get. That goes from 3/4 to 15/16. And we got a double XL, which goes from 15/16 to 1 1/4, which was 24 to 32 millimeter. So let's pull we'll pull this one out of the thing just for video purposes. It's fairly big. It's got like a kind of have like a nice satin style finish on it, almost like a sandblasted style finish. Very nice. Got the little Wera logo bump in the handle there. I guess it actually puts the number on it right there. Let's see if you can see that. 6004M, which stands for medium. Now, I believe with these guys, you're just kind of, that opens it up. You put it on the fastener, and then it kind of acts like a ratcheting, get a kind of a ratcheting technique on it. Normally with an adjustable wrench, this much slop wouldn't be something you would want, kind of like this guy, because that slop is what rounds over bolts when you're using these here little adjustable wrenches. But I'm thinking that's actually part of the mechanism that allows it to do the ratcheting effect, I guess we'll call it. Bigger one, bigger wrench, not too bad. I think, is that plastic in there? Yeah, it's a little plastic insert, I guess, to kind of give you a little bit of grip for getting onto the fasteners. And you got this little guy down here. Isn't that cute? This one is the 7 to 10 millimeter. And one thing I forgot to mention, you also have another, I mean, you have your bolt profile, which would go in here on these 2 flats, and you actually have another little tip on here. I'm guessing just kind of for speed reasons, to get in there and kind of get a little bit quicker. I'm sure if you're going to be really reefing on a fastener or a piece of pipe, you're going to be wanting to grabbing it from the inside here. But yeah, let's say we get the little block of wood out. We play with these things a little bit. So here we go with said block of wood here. How do you like that? It's an old pallet that I ran a bunch of bolts through, and yeah, so we got, what do we have? 7/16, ½ inch, 9/16, 3/4, and 15/16, which I don't have the wrench for. I wasn't 100% sure when I put this little demonstration together how big it were going, so I put a 15/16 in there, and we don't have a wrench for it, but no big deal. We have plenty of other stuff to play with. So let's start off with the medium. Again, this one is ½ inch to 5/8. 9/16 is kind of right there in the middle, so it should work on this, guys. We are looking at tightening. You would be going this way. Loosening, you'd be going this way. We're going to tighten just because it'll be easier. And I'm kind of curious as to what the degree of angle you get on these as far as to reset and then get going again. So we're kind of over this way here. We'll call that almost 90. And then, yeah, about a little bit less than a 90-degree angle on there. I do dig that reset on that. That would be very handy. Let's try it on the little tips there as well. On the end there. Do you gain any angle? No, not really. It's just another option to grab it. I would think too, if you're using this thing, you're going to want to break it loose on the big flats like that, and kind of, if you need the extra angle, I mean, like here, if you got to get onto another angle, the flats put it over here, so it gives you like about a 45-degree difference as far as grabbing onto the fastener, which would be kind of handy. This one will do ½ inch, right? On a smaller one, it's going to be the same thing, I'm guessing. Yeah, basically the same thing. I'm digging it. Now, the extra small, I don't have a fastener for us to test that on, but we have the just a regular small one, 7/16 to 1/2 inch. Again, just kind of flop it on there. Kind of there, and that's reset. Yeah, I mean, it's less than 90 degrees, so that's not too bad. Kind of kick it over here, and that's on the top ones. I mean, I guess you could kind of go back and forth with them if you wanted to, but yeah, it's not too bad at all. I guess we should try loosening too. This one will do 1/2 inch, right? Yep. Yeah. Same as tightening, as you would expect. And last but not least, the 3/4 to 5/8, or 16 to 19 millimeter. This should be 3/4, right? No, that is not a 3/4 inch bolt. Maybe it's on the other side. No, it's bigger. All right, well, I'm an idiot. Will it go on this one? Yes, it will. Let me try. Let's see if we can put some unreasonable amount of force on it. Let's do the one that should actually be used on it, which would be this here guy right there. We'll stick the cheapo guy on the other side. It's kind of hard doing this on camera. But we do it this way. Yeah, even on the tips, you can get a good bite on it, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, it actually bites out really good. Let me go on the outside. Yeah, not too bad at all. I didn't even break them. Isn't that cool? Well, I mean, that's about it as far as these go. I mean, they're just little adjustable spanners. So let's close it out. So there we go. That was the Wera 6004. Wera, spelled with a W, saying it with a W. German tool, built in Czech Republic. I almost said Czechoslovakia. Forgive me, I'm a child of the 80s. That's what we used to call it. And you mix that up in the wrong circles, you get in trouble for that. But yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, they seem, I mean, it's a good company. They seem like they're at least well made. Whether or not they will fit into my day-to-day as far as what I'm fixing, I mean, definitely hydraulic fittings that are hard to get to, I can see myself using these on. And, you know, just the random bolt that I don't feel like finding the right wrench for that's loose, and, you know, the stuff that I would normally use an adjustable wrench for. Yeah, so, like I said, we'll throw them in the bag. See how they work out for me on my day-to-day. I could definitely see if you're a plumber. I'm not sure if these are made for plumbers, but if you're a plumber getting on those nice chrome fittings, you don't want the housewife to get mad at you for putting your pipe wrench on them. I think these would probably put a cleaner grip on them without leaving teeth marks into them. So I mean, maybe that's good for that. But yeah, any of you guys that are using these things on a regular basis, let me know what you use them for down in the comments. I just saw them, thought they were cool, so I picked them up, and we're going to try them out. But speaking of the comments, any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them all down there, and I'll do my best to get back to you. I'll link this down there in the old description, and if you're interested, I'll link this here sexy little Kershaw that I found down there in the comments as well. So description as well. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching. There you go.